Hey, yeah, YouTube. Oh my gosh, is this thing in the way? It is so in the way. Sorry. I am currently, oh my gosh, I feel so hectic. I'm currently uploading the video I did earlier on today. I started watching Margaret's new video, and I really want to really do this project as well. Obviously you'll see the video I recorded earlier on today. Jeez, it feels like it's taken me the whole day to get that video uploaded. I cannot tell you. I just feel like, what a mission today. I don't know why, but not that I feel terrible about the mission. It's been a good mission. But yeah, so now I'm torn between filming this one because tomorrow's hubby's birthday and I kind of want to take the day off, but I'll probably end up filming. I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But I've got some shopping to go and do, and I think tomorrow is just going to be rather busy. And my real life bestie, Morgs, and her husband Ian are going to treat my husband to a birthday dinner. Well, both of us to a birthday dinner. Oh, by the way, my birthday is exactly 2 weeks after Wazzy's birthday. So just some news about September being birthday month. It's birthday month for both of us. Yeah, so being September 2025 September, I thought I'd do an extra video tonight because I just need to get this out and done, and I'm pushing myself. I'm still not doing the project that I promised over the weekend. I will get to that. I promise I will. I'm just starting to feel like it's very masterboard-ish, you know, and yes, we all know that we can use our scraps for masterboards, right? And there's different types of masterboards that you can make and blah, blah. So I think that's also kind of why I'm procrastinating on it. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll get there. Maybe what I should do is show you a sneak peek of what I want to do, and then you guys comment and let me know if you want to see it. I think that is a good way to do this, but I'll do that at the end if I remember to. Speaking about projects, so I just wanted to say a huge thanks to Debs. Again, while I was filming today, I had to take little breaks in between, and I watched my friend Debs's special video that she made for me. I shall link it in my description. Please go and have a look, check it out. It's so cool. She was doing a flip through, and I saw this pocket idea, and she said, well, if anybody wants to see it, should make a video. So I was like, make the video. And thank you, Debs. I really appreciate the video. That is so cool. Debs is from the Creative Book Shack. Please go over to her channel and show her some love. My other crafting bestie, Maggie, Journaling with Maggie. Go and check out Journaling with Maggie. I try and always link their handles in my descriptions as well, because the three of us joined, we kind of met each other. We've never met each other in real life. We've never actually spoken to one another at all, like as in person to person. It's just been purely through the YouTube channel that we have connected, the three of us, and we always showing each other love and always just telling you guys to go and have a look and support our wonderful friends Maggie and Debs. You'll see there's a lot of shout outs between the three of us, and I think it's really cool. And again, it's because we're from 3 different parts of the world. I think that's so amazing, and one little collaboration has brought us together, and we're like besties now. You know, it's been just over a month since we did 3 Under 30, and I promise you, I feel like I've got my 2 crafting besties like ever. So yeah, just a shout out to my special friends. To all of you subscribers, thank you so much for being here. We're sitting on 79 subscribers. Please spread the word and show some love. Tell your friends to come and show some love too. I'm almost at 80. That's amazing. Obviously, my first goal is 100. So yeah, please spread the love. Spread the love, as you have been doing. Thank you. I love you all. All right. I think... Oh yes, I wanted to mention what Debs' video is called. It's called The Easiest Multi-Pockets Ever. And I loved it. It is amazing. Debs, I'm still actually trying to watch it. Today's just been one of those days where I feel like I've been pulled in many directions, and I'm just not getting through the things that, you know, are important to me. Even though this is important to me, uploading my videos is important to me, doing a second video today is important to me, taking my daughter and the grandsons to the mall today was important to me, watching Debs' video is important to me, Margaret's video as well, Maggie's videos. I'm trying to keep up with everybody, and like I mentioned in my last video and a previous video somewhere, that I've actually been having to watch my favorite videos on 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed. So still, I think that's also why I still feel like I'm in hashtag 3 under 30. I must be honest. I think because I've sped everything up and I'm trying to rush through my projects, I'm still kind of in that mode. But anyways, on with it. This evening I am going to choose 2 again. I'm doing lace, and you'll see here I've written some extra notes. Fabric. I've decided to use ribbon and seam binding because I'm working on Grand's journal as well, and I'm desperately trying to get the papers for the signatures sorted out so I can, sorry, I got a dry throat again. Luckily I've got some cool drink today. So I can actually sew these in and then start filling the pockets and the tuck spots and everything. So quick flip through. I've got 2 signatures. Let me just show you. This one I did last night. This one I'm going to do today. Woohoo, look at all of that goodness. I did do a lot of prep off camera last night. I'll do a flip through. Well, I'm going to use this as an example as I'm going through this one so I can kind of remember what I wanted to do. So this one's going to be on the side here handy, and you probably by now have all seen the cover that I've made. If you haven't, you can go and check. I've got 2 playlists going. One is for Scraptember, where I've done a lot of the projects for Grand's journal as part of Scraptember, and then I've got a playlist for Granadilla's journal. So there we go, on with it. Okay, so I kind of like sorted everything out last night, going through everything. So what I did was I dug through my big box of lace and seam binding and ribbons, and I have made a combination of stuff. I was going to sew the journal, but my machine's giving a bit of problems. It's skipping stitches and stuff. I think it needs a good service again, so I'm not going to do any further sewing on this. So what I did do is I've made combinations of my ribbons and my laces, and this is obviously seam binding. This is the only piece of seam binding I used though, sorry guys. And I do consider these my scraps because sometimes I've got like meters and meters of a ribbon, or I've got this much of a ribbon, you know what I'm saying? So I do consider those my scraps. So I'm not cheating. I don't feel like I'm cheating. I'm doing the right thing. Alright, so ribbons and lace today. Right, so like I said, I prepped everything off camera last night, and I'm just going to show you the process of what I've done. Yeah, whether it's boring or not, that's entirely up to you. But yeah, like I said, I try to do as much prep as possible so it's not that boring. I am using my cloth glue. So this was a piece of seam binding and a piece of, I don't know what sort of ribbon you call this. I know it's got a name. Is it like organza ribbon? I'm not so good with the names of fabrics, I must be honest. It's a bit shameful because my mom's a seamstress, but anyways. She can tell me one day what they're called if I get them wrong. I was also thinking, do I ink the edges? Don't I ink the edges? And just sometimes inking edges just feels like it takes so long, you know. And then when I started doing the other signature last night, I was like, I don't know, I seem to be covering them. I mean, I went and I rounded all the corners, well, of each page. I rounded the top corners and the pocket corners, and then while I was busy last night, I was like, why did you do that? You're just covering them up, you know. But anyways, doesn't matter, does it? You will see it on the other side if they are flap outs, but otherwise you won't really see it. Okay, I'm just spreading some glue here. Okay, there's some glue. Oh my gosh, it's getting stuck to my finger. Can you ever? Alright, so I went ahead with this one, and what I'm doing is the one side is a bit narrower than the other side. So I want the narrow side down and the thicker side up. Does that make sense? So what I kind of do is I start placing it down, and then I'll open up the flap and just kind of line it up as best as I can, because also this is not really the most easiest thing to do, well, at least not for me. So I've got the top of that seam binding just going over the top of my page here. You see it's still flappy open, but it's not going to, I don't think it's going to interfere with my pockets. Alright, there we go. Right, then this one is just lace sewn on some pretty green ribbon, just to stitch through, and that's all I did there. Now the thing is that on this pocket I want these little curves to go that way, and this side the curves must go that way, if that makes sense. Alright, opening it up, getting my glue. Guys, this is very basic and simple, I know, but again, I'm taking you on this journey of making Grand's journal because I just want to. You can see my process. I know it's probably the same as most people's processes, but anyways, I'm making sure that I'm putting down a decent amount of glue, even though it's a thin strip here, but I don't want any like skippies, you know. I think that's why they call it a bead of glue, because I've noticed as I'm dragging it, like, and I'm not applying a lot of pressure, what happens is you get like a little blob of glue, and they look like little beads. So I think this is why we call them a bead of glue when we're doing stuff like this. But I'm trying to make sure that there's no beads, that it's a solid piece going. How much do I want this to hang over? Maybe about there-ish. It's a bit difficult sometimes because I want to check what's happening on the other side as well. So you'll see I turn my projects over quite a bit, because you see now I want it to line up quite decently there. Oh, there we go. Just give it a bit of a hold down for 2 seconds. I'm going to grab these scissors in the meantime, give it a snip snip. You'll see I'm leaving a bit of excess for now. I'll come back and cut the excess off. You see it's still rounded there, and yes, I could have gone and inked this edge, but really I don't think so. I think it's fine as is. Other side, turning around, trying to make space here everywhere. Alright, I want this side pointing this way, like that. That looks good to me. Put a blob of glue along here. So yeah, might just rather just do editing tomorrow and post this video tomorrow instead, because yeah, what's the time already? It's already 9:15. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the editing tomorrow and upload tomorrow, because like I said, tomorrow I kind of want a bit of a day off to celebrate with hubby and not feel so rushed and like I've got this commitment to do, and I let you guys down because I haven't posted, and you know, whatever. I think maybe I'm just putting way too much pressure on myself. Okay, so I initially just tack it down a little bit, then I'm going to turn it over again. I'm quite happy with that. Give it a bit of a smush down. Right, now I'm just going to fold everything back up. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm quite impressed with my color matchy-matchies here. now I'm going to snip off the excess. And guess what? I'm making myself more scraps. But don't worry, I have a jar for them. I've got 2 jars for these. So here's my little jar. That goes in the jar. That can make all sorts of things and be put onto clusters. They can become little material clusters themselves. I must still do that maybe. Do a material cluster. Maybe we will revisit fabric on this journey as well. We'll see. That piece I'm not going to keep. That piece I will throw away. I will be good and I will throw it away. Let me come back in here so you can see me. Give it a bit of a snippity snip snip. There, yes, I am going to keep that small piece though. Cut that off. This is quite a nice longer piece, so let me go for this jar. That can go in there. And this jar kind of has my bigger pieces in. Well, they. Okay, let's fold this all back up. Okay, so this will be my... Is this going to be my first page? I can't remember now. No, this is going to be my first signature. So yeah, I know they look the same. And that's okay because they are actually going to sit next to each other like that in the journal. So happy. Right. Next one. I just want to do this so I can see what I've done. Next page, I've done sort of pinks and maroons. So let's grab that page out with all of its doodads. What I try to do is try and keep the same laces that I wanted in with the page that I wanted. Right, so this one's going to be slightly different to the other one. Okay, so let me, like I said, I was going to try and flip through as I go with you. So this is page number 1, which looks like that, right? So pretty much like I've done this first page. This second page has got this little ruffle on. I actually, at my material shop, my local material shop, they often have like a lucky bag with all sorts of bits and bobs in it, and these were already made like this, so I was like, yes, I love them. So you'll see a lot of this. Here's a bit more there. Sorry guys, my throat is so dry. We need rain so badly. Anyways, again, this was actually white lace, and I was trying to get a purple color, and I tried food coloring, I tried other dyes, I tried all sorts of dyes to try and get it like a purple color. So this one came out more of this like cerise pink color. I found a nice maroon piece of ribbon, so that's satin ribbon and some lace. This like I said was already pre-made like that, which I love. Other side, let's go have a look. Let's just clip that together. This side I've got more of a maroon color. This was again when I was trying to dye my own lace. So this one turned out a bit more maroon with, well, I don't know, it's like a weird reddy color, but anyways, I still think it all looks really nice and cohesive. Anyway, so let me do this page. Let me get this page out the way, and let's go for here. So this is like shockingly pinky color, and it's very twisted and all sorts of things. So I hope I don't swear. Please don't swear, Candy. People are watching. I actually cut it off a bit longer because of all of this twisting which is happening here. I'm going to try my best to glue it straight, but we'll see what happens. Right, opening up my page again. I also had this whole debate with myself. Am I just going to do from here to here, or am I going to do the whole thing? So I've decided to go right across. So when this flap is on the inside of a signature page, you've got to give yourself a little bit more ribbony lacy stuff, because it needs to be able to stretch and bend and not be too tight. So obviously you'll see now what my process is with this once I get the glue on. She's like going blah, 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 and I'm like quiet again. Not for very long. It's making myself feel like I don't have enough space on this desk. I really got to do something. Got this beautiful desk organizer, which is now packed and full. And the whole idea of making the desk organizer, this huge desk organizer, was to kind of minimize the stuff on my desk. But there's still a lot of stuff on my desk. I would love to do a bit of a craft room tour with you guys one day. But yeah, not now. It is just a bit too chaotic in here. I've got to be able to get to my cupboards, which I can't do at the moment. So yeah, once I've got a bit more organization going in here, because you know what it's like, not only do you collect stuff, but your friends start collecting stuff and giving them to you. Thanks, Morgsy. Morgsy gives me a lot of things, and then I end up getting new boxes, and then I put all the stuff into new boxes, and it's just all lying on the floor in front of the cupboard, because that's where I have space. So yeah, I've got to do a serious good cleanup again and just put things where they belong. You know, good housekeeping, place for everything and everything in its place. Okay, so now what I was saying is I'm going to bend it like this. Oh, come on, like, put that out the way. I'm going to just bend it like this and work it just a little bit, because remember, these need to flap open, this needs to come open, and I don't want it to, like, if I open it, it mustn't be flush. It needs a bit of wiggle room. I don't know. Am I making sense? I don't know. There we go. Alright. The little ruffly thing is on. This is really such a shocking color, but it's okay. I mean, like, shocking as in, like, in my face. I did not sew these. Oh my gosh. I really thought I was super prepared. There's a whole bunch I haven't sewed. Oh my goodness. Oh no. What am I going to do? Because I really want the cohesiveness of the sewing and stuff. And I really don't want to fight with this machine. Okay, I'll do this one on camera with you guys. Let me get these jars out the way again, so I can bring good old Faithful up here, which is skipping stitches. I say Faithful, but it's skipping stitches. And I'm trying to charge my phone, as you know. Oh my gosh. Let's put those jars there. Oh, I can't believe that. I thought I had done everything last night. I mean, I went to bed, I promise you, when I looked at my watch, it was midnight. It was actually midnight. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think it's time for bed. I've achieved what I wanted to, and now I've gone back and I have not achieved. I should have picked that up, because here on this page I didn't have this. Oh my gosh, I didn't have the sewing here. I should have picked it up. Oh well, I thought I had done most of them. You're just as surprised as I am. I'm surprised too. I've been using the stitch, so I'm going to just keep going with it. Please play nicely tonight. I know you're not a very happy baby, but please just work nicely. Do you guys also talk to your machines and stuff? Oh. Actually hear it when it's skipping the stitches. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Snippy here. Snip. Next one. I have not changed the cotton. I'm still sticking with this sort of dusty pink. Oh, don't do that. It's creasing. Okay, don't crease. We don't want pleats on this. Please don't pleat. Not only am I talking to my machine, I'm talking to my materials. What did it do? Went clunk. I always feel so nervous when it does that clunk thing. Oh my gosh, I always think, oh, I've broken a needle, and then I check and I haven't. Let me check. No, needle's still fine. I just think it needs a good service. Oh, let's switch off the lights. Stupid lights. Okay, go back there. Alright, guys, if I need to do more sewing, I'll just stop and pause, I guess. Trimming off these pieces here. This side. Yes, that could go into my orts jar, but it's not. I think I've got enough orts to last me a lifetime. Where's my paper gone? Oh, this side. Alright, so the other one, I put the cerise pink one this side and the maroony one this side. So I'm going to do opposites here. I was really worried this wasn't going to work with the different colors, but it seems to be okay. It's fine. It's a junk journal, and that's what matters. It's made with loads of love. Alright, let's go. Glue, 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 glue. Anyways, I wasn't planning on doing all the pages with you guys. I just wanted to do a few just to show you my process, because it's pretty much the same, just all I've done is sewed different laces and ribbons together and one with seam binding. So I could call this fabrics, because to me seam binding and ribbon, satin ribbon, whatever it is material, right? It's just been made into a long strip. Alright, this one, I've got to try and remember what I did in the last one. I think I want that like that. Give it a turn over, make sure that I'm on track here. Nope. Let's just realign that up. There we go. Give it a bit of a smush down this side. This side. Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. So super impressed. So this is what the lace actually looks like. It's really beautiful. Such a beautiful lace. But I thought, yeah, just to add that bit of interest in there, I put down that piece of ribbon down the middle. Down the middle, Cyril. In the center, Mr. Fenter. I don't know, that must have been like an old ad from when I was a kid. I can't even remember what it was about. What is it about? Trailers? Could have been about trailers, because we've got Fenter trailers in the country. I don't know if it's an international thing, but in the center, Mr. Fenter. It could, I can't remember. Maybe there's some South Africans who might be a little bit older than I who are watching. Maybe you can remind me what's in the middle, Cyril, and in the center, Mr. Fenter, what that was about. Oh, I can't even remember. It could have even been like a Wimpy ad or something. I really don't remember, but I just remember those sayings from my childhood. All right. just pulling it out just a little bit, just so it looks a little bit more lined up. Almost. Made glue snot everywhere. It's okay. I think that looks alright. Yeah. Happiness. Close it up. Check what it looks like. A little bit funny with this super bright pink. And I think it's orange. It's like a dusty orange color lace that they've sewn on top here. So weird. So weird. Oh, and this piece of lace wasn't sewn on properly. Anywho, other side. Go this way. Give that a chop, and this side. I always like to cut from this side so I can actually see where I need to cut. So when it gets to this side, it's a little bit more difficult because this side you're like not very sure. So I'm going to do this a very spaz way. I feel very funny cutting this way, but it works. There we go. There is my second page. Very nice, very nice. I think maybe this not so nice, but it doesn't matter. It's going to look fantastic. Let me put these back in my little jar, which I've moved. Come back here. Alright, next one. Let me do the purple one with you because I do think I actually sewed the purple. I hope. Purple page looks like this on this side, and goes to the other side like this and like this. So pretty, so pretty. All right, let's close this up again. Purple page. There we go. So these two will look identical again, which is okay. Was I going to do that now? Because did I make enough to make it the opposite way? Why did I do so much? I remember pulling out like for 4 pieces. Oh yes, that's right, because I've used the other 2 already. Am I going to switch it up? Let me just check how much I have here. Oh, I can. Okay, so I'm going to do the opposite of what I did on that one. So that one I obviously put this ruffle this way, which defeats the object of me doing so many of these, but anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Keep changing it up. It's lots of scrap for later. Let's just move it out the way for now. Open up again. Guys, why do we do this? Oh, I put it back where it belongs. Huh? For a change. How about that? Quietness while I'm busy gluing, because you know gluing is such heavy concentration. Well, yeah, I'm really concentrating on this glue because I'm not going to sew these again. They've got their little bit of sewing on. Like I said, I just don't think my poor little machine's going to be able to cope with all of this, all of these layers of paper and the material and the doubling up of material. So I'm just going to make sure that I actually stick this down quite well. Usually when I give away a journal, I've made my own little poem about a junk journal, and I do mention in there that, you know, sometimes it just needs a bit of love and a bit of glue here and there. So I do preempt this thing that things might get unstuck, and all you need is a bit of glue, and your junk journal will be there for you. Okay. Oh, that was totally off. Look at that. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, that's come out of there. Oh my gosh. Sorry if I'm off camera a little bit. I'm just trying to use both of my hands to line this back up again. Whoever did this, nice pleating. It's really not bad. I mean, when I try and pleat, oh my gosh. And when I'm not trying to pleat, that's when I pleat, and it looks horrendous. Give it a good smush down. Oh, that didn't go right down to the bottom. Doesn't matter. Oh, I suppose I actually really need to get this off now. I'm going to eyeball it this time. Should maybe be using my material scissors for this. Oh well. Am I shitting all over myself again? I am. I'm shitting. I should not shit all over myself. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But didn't. So toughies. This one's quite bent. Doesn't matter. No. I'm going to stick it like this. Why am I whispering? I don't know. I don't know why I started whispering. I suppose I'm talking to myself, talking to myself. Sorry, I'm humming because it's so silent. Oh, here we go, whispering. Have you ever noticed, like, when you start whispering, everybody else starts whispering? We actually had this last night when the kids were going to bed. We started whispering, so the kids started whispering. There we go. I don't even know if you're going to hear what I said, but I was whispering, just in case you didn't catch that. This one with its funny bend in it, oh my gosh. It's okay, I'll make it work. Let me stick that right down there. Going up, turn it over. Hey, that wasn't too bad. And again, I didn't get it quite down to the bottom. It's okay. It's okay. Cut that off. Oh my gosh, this purple stuff. There was so much of it. I think I've got about 6 meters of it. And no, unfortunately, I don't know what that is in yards. Here we go. All the pockets done. Right, let's put this strippy across here. This also, you'll see now what I was saying about extending pockets. You see? Now my pocket is even deeper, which is awesome. Okay, this one, remember what I was saying, like when I don't want to pleat, then it pleats. Oh my gosh. This was so annoying. It really irritated me. Let's take this one. This one looks a little bit better. Oh, look at that. Smooth and wonderful. Okay, this one, I don't know. It just turned out so nicely. I don't know what happened with that other piece. Now this one, I think I want to glue it about halfway down. So, I mean, I could go right to the edge, and that's quite a nice deep pocket. You see, because I did something different on the other one. Yeah, think about there. So I've got to do a double row of glue with this because it's quite wide. And again, because I'm not really slowing it down, let's go here. And this again, this is where the pocket's on the inside, so we got to allow for a little bit more material for the folds. I don't know what my husband's watching. I think it's something that's so said he must watch, and it actually looks like something that I would watch. It's got Steve Carell in it. I can't remember what it's called now. Like, I feel I don't have time for TV anymore. Like, I'm too busy catching up on YouTube videos and watching so many YouTube videos. And there's some people, as soon as they upload, I'm like, woohoo! And then I have to just like stop what I'm doing and watch and watch. And then what I've started doing as well, sometimes, you know how videos pop up on your feed, so I'm like, oh, that's nice, and then I add it to my watch later list, and yeah, my watch later list is getting very full. And considering I've got 2 different YouTube channels that I watch on, yeah, I don't think I'll ever run out of stuff to watch. I went a bit low on that side now. Sorry, concentrating. I should turn it around and just double check what I've done, but I'm going to wing this one, guys. Let's give it a bit of a stretch, make sure that it's going to play nice. It's bleeding through. It's okay, because I've kind of had a feeling this was going to happen, so I do have a backup plan already. You see, that's not good. That's really not good. So I'm going to kind of smush it in a bit, even if I have to just kind of, it's really sticking. Let's just see. Okay, we'll just have to make that work. I'm going to cut this down now. Cut off the excess. Okay, listen, I've got so much left of this specific one that I am really not going to keep these little bitsies. Although, am I? That could be so cute on a little material cluster. No, Candace, no. Oh, I called myself Candace. Did you hear that? And I know I'm in trouble. Okay. So yeah, this was a lovely wide piece of satin ribbon that I found, and I've got so much of this purple stuff. I've got this stuff for days, forever. Yeah, so, and it was very crinkled, so all I did was I took my hair iron and I ironed it flat with my hair iron. So I actually have a hair iron in my ashram specifically for this. I'm really not such a girly girl, I must be honest. I can be if I want to. I can clean up nice. I really can. Put on the stuff and the makeup and the dress up when I need to. Or, you know, like when one goes to the theatre, then I believe one should dress up, because not very many people do that anymore, and it makes me very sad. And I was brought up that when you go to the theatre, you dress up. So that's about the only time I make up myself and wear dresses. The rest of the time, I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl. No makeup. I kind of wash my hair, leave it to air dry, give it a brush, put it in a ponytail if I want to, and that's me. So yeah, things like hair irons are now being used in my craft room to straighten lace and to straighten ribbons. Yeah, I think I'll always be a tomboy at heart. And also I think it comes from, I was in an all boys class. I think I might have mentioned this before, I can't remember. But yeah, I was in an all boys class in high school because I decided to do technical drawing and electronics. And in those days, you still had like your boys subjects and your girl subjects. So I took boys subjects, and I was in an all boys class. So I was always one of the guys, and that's just how it was. So I've always been a bit of a tomboy. That's the moral of the story there, that I was a tomboy. That was a very long-winded story. But anyways, I'm checking it. Kind of, I don't know if there's a right or a wrong way to these. And also, sometimes they've got these little fluffies. I'm sure you saw now. I was just snipping off a bit of these pieces, which, oh, that was close. There was almost a glass on the floor. These little pieces which are kind of fraying off. There we go. Yeah, so like I was saying, I don't know if there's really a right and a wrong way. But what I am looking for is this side kind of has a bit of an indent, and I want to put the glue in there. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. So maybe this is the wrong side. I don't know. My glue's getting a bit empty now because I'm really having to squeeze this tube. I was so disappointed the first time I got this stuff. It had somehow squished out all over the place. I don't know, obviously the seal maybe broke from the pressure or something, or hot and cold weather or whatever, and so when I got this plasticized tube of nothingness. So it was kind of a bit of a chance for me to buy it again, but the previous one also had like a thicker plastic nozzle. It didn't have that nice pin nozzle in it, and I really like the pin nozzle. I think we all do. Perfect glues and stuff. We're all on the search for the perfect glue. Let's go again. A bead of glue. A bead of glue. A smushy of glue. There we go. So yeah, this was my idea to kind of hide that glue seepage which was happening. You see here? I don't know if you can see it. So by placing these little flowers over, I think I am doing a good job of hiding them. And yes, you saw I had a piece long enough to go across the whole section, but because of the bends in the folds, I thought it was better to do it this way. So that is what I have done. Let's give this one a bit of a trim off again, because it's just pieces just need a bit of a trim. This way or this way? Looks like that way. I'm whispering again. It's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, I'm just putting a bead of glue in each one of those, but you'll see it kind of pulls a string across as well. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but that's the way that I'm doing it. No specific rhyme or reason. Just want to see where that crease is again. There we go. Okay, so like, let me stand up and show you. See, I've got, oh, sorry. Can you see I've got this like line of glue seepage coming through here? So, hence why I'm putting on those flowers. So, it kind of distracts from that. Oh, that one flower is like way up here in the air. Come down a little bit. Calm yourself. Get in a row. There's something about ducks being in a row. Well, I'm trying to make sure my flowers are in a row. I read quite a funny meme about that the other day, like something about, yeah, my ducks aren't in a row and they probably hate you for trying to put them in a row or something like that. Oh, it was so funny. I was like, yeah, that's me. My ducks aren't in a row, but there's a crazy pigeon there too, you know, type thing. Yeah. Great memes. Yeah, I was talking the other day about all of the social media. I'm trying to keep up with all the social media. Like I'm saying, like YouTube keeps me pretty busy. You know, just YouTube, right? I've even like kind of stopped doing the Facebook thing. I did say the other day that I've been trying to be a bit more active on Instagram, but oh my gosh, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And then I've even been trying to like take photos of my project and then do a link to the video. And well, that's, I think I've done like one of those posts. I just, yeah, and time-wise, just for me not to even be on Facebook that much. Listen, I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook, I must be honest as well. Sometimes I can sit and scroll for days, and other times I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. I don't. So yeah, anyways, there we go, that's done. I've jabbered so much while I was up there busy showing you the glue. I didn't take note of how much time I've spent on this already. Listen, hey, it's tucked in there, but I'm not going to fight with this. It is what it is, and I don't think it looks half shabby. Maybe it does look shabby. I don't know. Is this shabby chic? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's granadilla. If you ask me, it's just for granadilla. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that was now like my third page that I've done. Yeah. Like I said, I was only going to share a little bit of this process with you, because I'm sure it must be hell of a boring watching somebody glue strips of material and sewn lace into a journal. I will do a quick flip through though of what I have left, where my ideas are going, and then I'll do a flip through of the other one, and then I think that's it. I'm going to call it a night. Find some time for this, another moment. Okay, so this one, pretty. Look at that. You see, I didn't sew these. Why didn't I sew them? What is up with me? Okay, so I've got these are going to go in here. The other one I did blue, and then I found that I don't have a lot of blue stuff. It's so weird. So that's going to go there. These are really nice deep folds here. So I'm going to go for like a bit more of a thinner thing. Instead of trying to extend that, I'm going to keep it kind of shortish, like there-ish. Maybe just a little bit of a hangover. I don't know. There, like that. And obviously this piece down here, like that. Pretty. And then this piece, well, I'm going to extend the pocket a bit. I'm going to try and extend this pocket, because this is quite a shallow pocket again. I'm trying to be all clever with my hands here. Yeah, I think that will be quite nice. So instead of the pocket being all the way down here, you see what I'm saying about it just extends that pocket just that ever so much more, which I think is quite pretty. It's quite interesting to use your laces and your ribbons to make something else. I think it's just ingenious. I'm sure somebody else has done this. I'm not claiming that I did this. It was my original idea or something, but yeah. This one as well, pretty gold color. Oh, I double glued this. Pretty gold colors to kind of complement the gold on there, and this kind of like champagne color as well. I just think they're going to look really nice together. I mean, have a look here. Let's just quickly audition this piece for you. I'm even using the lingo, auditioning pieces. There we go. It's going to look something like that. I think they work pretty well together. I think that's lovely. I mean, this could really pass off as a sewing journal, right? Which is another project I'm actually busy with. I've put together a sewing journal. I've sewn the signatures in, but I still need to decorate, and I still need to do the embellishments and blah blah blah, and that's going to my mom because my mom's a seamstress. I mean, I was going through these things underneath my desk. I'll show you I said I was going to show you something later. Yeah, so underneath there I've got stuff underneath there which is being squashed to go in mom's journal, which I haven't gotten to. Alright, this one I think I was going to do the opposite again. So on its corresponding page, I think I had, what did I have? Did I have the brown going down the side? No, I had the brown going across pockets. So this time I'm going to do it this way again, where it's going to be on the edge, because again this is a very deep fold, so I don't really need to extend that pocket. Yes, that's what I was going to do. So this is probably more than likely just going to go in there flush. Maybe a little bit of an overhang for the other side of the page. I don't know. So those are going to go there, and then how pretty. It's like a baby pink, and it's got like this gold speckle in it. I think this ribbon is so beautiful. Again, extending the pockets like that. I think that's going to look lovely. Put that all in the middle. Put it in the middle. That one goes in there, in the blue one. Yellow one, middle page. This, beautiful. This is from a chocolate. So it says Gold of Chocolate, Belgium. It's Gold of Chocolate. Oh, love Gold of Chocolate, yummy. It's Belgium handmade chocolates. Made in South Africa. It's so funny. Yeah, so that's going to come out quite a bit, like this. Because I wanted these to be almost like curtainy, because this is the middle of the signature. I've got to re-iron that. I had to iron both pieces. As you can see, this one's flapping over again. I've got to re-iron that. Okay, it's going to go like that. And then I'm going to put the orange flowers there like that. And then this stuff, I don't know, I found it in my ribbon kit. My ribbon box. I don't know what it is. It's got like this weird like plasticky stuff at the back. I don't know. I'm going to see what I can do with this and see if it will work. But the idea is to glue this along here. And again, I'm not going to extend this pocket because it's deep enough, I think. But I just don't know how well it's going to work here on the spine. That's why I'm... Oh, mind you, silly me. What I can do is glue it, cut it, and glue it again. Genius. Rethinking these things. Okay, so this piece, yeah, I'm definitely going to re-iron that because that's all now like creased. I don't want it creased. Okay, quick flip through of the other signatures, and then you let me know if I must do this next project. Okay, so, oh look, I didn't sew that one either. Oh, what do you know? Alright, so that looks like that. That looks like that. What is going on here? That doesn't look right. What did I do? This one's folded the wrong way. No, this one's folded the wrong way. That's what's going on there. Oh, my nerves. Okay, it's like, I've just messed up the whole thing. No, I haven't. Okay, because remember, I said to you, there's a flappy, then pocket, pocket, flappy, flappy, pocket. Not pockets. What have I done? It's okay. This is fixable. I'll just bend them the other way. Look how pretty that blue is, right? Because remember, the other one, I'm doing more browns. Am I? I'm doing browns. Yeah. So, golds. That's right. I was doing the golds of the other one to pick up the gold in the paper. Yeah, pocket pockets. Getting destructive. Flappy flappies. Now, some of these I'm actually going to glue down. So, like this one. This is such a short piece that I'm going to glue this down, and then it's going to be a pocket from this side. This one can be a flap out because there's a nice deep fold in that one. Oh, I'm talking so much cock. This one, nice fold out one. I know this looks upside down. I know it does, and it is kind of upside down. It's because when I did this the wrong way. I should have had it the other way. I'm not going to shoot all over myself. Okay, this one as well, I haven't put that funny stuff on yet, but this is what the orange one looks like. Isn't that so pretty? I think it's gorgeous. so impressed with myself. So yeah, that's going to wrap around there like that. I think that can work actually. I think I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, so these are definitely going to be flappy outies. I'm not going to sew them flat. Remember I said about making sure that this splattery thing was dry before you actually put it into a journal? I should listen to my own advice. I really should. I feel like Alice in Wonderland sometimes. I give her such very good advice, but I very seldom listen. Alice. Yes, I'm flipping through. I'm not staring at things here. I was. Very nice. I'm very, you see, didn't listen to my own advice. But otherwise, for the most part, I think I'm pretty impressed with that. So that will be signature number 1. Working on signature number 2. There we go. Now, you guys are going to tell me, am I going to do this as a Scraptember or not? Because like I said, I'm starting to feel everything's just going to become masterboards with Scraptember. And while there's only so much you can do with masterboards and only so many masterboards that you can have. But yeah, my idea was to do these and then again use book page as the, oh my gosh, we're going blank, as the, I want to say cue, it's not a clue, prompt. Yeah, so really I took all my scrap strippies and then kind of just collaged them. I mean, really, this has been done. Everybody knows how to do this. That's why I think I've been procrastinating on it, because I'm like, yeah, but people know how to do this, you know. Yeah, but if you want to see it, let me know. I'll do a video just for you. I shall. So I was talking about other things that I've got underneath here. This is for Mom's journal, and I promise you, Mom's journal has been on the go since probably about April, if not longer than that. So there was all my pretty stamps that are stamped out, which I still need to like fussy cut and decide what I'm going to do with, blah blah blah. But I needed somewhere to squash it flat, so it's been living underneath here for quite some time. I want that at the bottom. Sorry, this is very boring. Sorry, just go there for now. I can always make a video of what to do with these things. Do you want to see that rather? Do you want to see what you can do with these? But I'm sure you know what you can do with these. Anyways, you guys let me know in the comments what and if I should do these on camera, or do you want to just see projects with these? You let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. There we go. Nice. Everything's nice and hidden away again, and it doesn't look like my desk is really such a mess, but it really is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for sticking it out with me. I hope that wasn't too boring. An hour, not bad. Not bad, she says. Yeah, so you'll see this tomorrow, but I won't be doing any filming tomorrow. Yeah, happy birthday to my husband. He's 55. Wow. Double digits, 55. Very cool. I love him so much. He is my absolute bestest and favoritist ever. Yeah, people, take care. God bless. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.